It doesn't. It's that. Yes. Okay, go live. Cool. Okay, it says preparing. This meeting is being live streamed. Boom, boom, boom.
Dum, dum, dum.
Okay, this meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Yay.
Okay, cool. I'm going to quickly go ahead and see if we are actually live, but I think we are. So just give me 1 second. Right. Okay, we're live. Yay!
Yay.
I can see us on the screen. This is always so funny, like having to do this anyway. So we just want to say, like, welcome to everyone. We're like super excited to have you all here. And I'm like, yeah, this is a good one. So Ceryn, you need to speak because I've got so much to say about tonight.
This is a good one. This is a big one. This is a lot. It's interesting. We spoke earlier today. So we're in this place where Mercury is now in retrograde. So, you know, if we suddenly get cut off midway through this, we all blame Mercury and go, we're fast approaching a new moon. We're fast approaching equinox. Equinox being the point of the year, one of 2 points in the year where it is perfect balance between the light and the dark. And these are wild ass times. We met earlier today, and yeah, we're feeling it, aren't we, Yolandi? We've all been feeling it.
Fuck me, yes. And I don't like, I'm just like, it's ridiculous. I feel like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. I've been in like the washing machine. I just like, everything is just up and down, and like, then I'm happy, then I'm sad, then I'm like fucking crazy, and then I'm just like, I just want to sit. And it's just like, it's all very extreme and very fragmented. And I think just the energies, especially in the land at the minute, it's just so fucking much. It's like everything's bubbling up, right? Like everything, the deepest, darkest shit just wants to come out at the moment.
100%. And it's funny, isn't it, when you just said there the extremes, it made me think about, we think sometimes of equinox points as being a point of kind of unity. You know, there's the dark, there's the light, we're right in the middle. But actually, we also have that real polarity. While we don't have, everything is not all the way to the dark or all the way to the light, but we do have that real polarity of the two together, as well as the union of what happens, you know, in the middle of the day sort of thing. Don't know if that makes sense, but it's a place of polarity. So if you are feeling that roller coaster, don't be surprised about that. This is a time of polarity, and it's a time when we almost hold both sides of that spectrum within us. I mean, we do it all times, but we hold the extremes of them within us right now, as does the earth.
Yes. And I think it's like that pendulum. It like swings like this. So you get to see this and you get to see this as well. And then like for me at the moment, what I'm seeking is that space where I'm like right in the middle, and I can look at both without getting myself so caught up in the dark or so caught up in the light, like, you know, into the extremes that I'm not balanced. So that's what it's what I'm begging the universe to give us back tonight.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Please.
And it's interesting, you know, it feels like a real time of transition. It feels like we're at that point where here in the northern hemisphere, we're fast approaching autumn. And I'm finding it really interesting, actually, because the weather has been so weird this year that I have the summer berries of the raspberries in my back garden, and if I walk around to the front, I've got the autumn berries of the blackberries, and they're both sitting there in perfect bloom and perfect color, and yet they're representative of two seasons. And it's so interesting that we're in this time of transition, and perhaps we are more in the center of that transition than we've ever been before.
Yeah
It feels we're really in it.
It's really wild, isn't it? So I think it's like, it's important to like, just, this is all okay, like, because every now and again I just have to remind myself I'm okay, because I think a lot of people are feeling like the worlds are falling apart, like things are just going like apeshit, and it's like, it's okay, like, it's okay, we're being held anyway.
And this is exactly it, you know, this is we are being held. We have known, goodness knows, we've talked about it for so long. We have known there is big transition afoot. We have known changes are happening. Now we're in that change. We're right in the center of it. And that's bloody terrifying. And it's a lot, and it's heavy, and it's, but it's also, you have to go through it to get to the other side. You know, this is where we are, and we're not going through it alone. We've got each other. We've got the earth beneath our feet. We've got the stars above our heads. We've got a spirit. We've got, you know, so much support, more support than we could ever really fully comprehend. And if we can just remember that, I'm not saying that makes it easy. I'm not saying that that means the days where you're on your knees going, oh my goodness, just make it better, they're going to magically just fade into nothingness. That's not true. I wish it was. But it is important to remember that we are all going through this together.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so tonight I'm not sure where we're gonna go. I'm like, I've been sat here like trying to like just show me something. So I have no fucking idea where we're going. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know who you're gonna channel. I don't know like where we're gonna journey. So yeah, we'll just see where we go as always. So
see where we go. I can tell you the lady who has been with me all day is some sort of ancient queen. She has a very Fae energy to her. I asked her name before and she just went and carried on talking whatever she was saying. Yeah, so she's there. She's got things to say. I can't tell you anymore right now, but hopefully she'll tell us who she is, and if not, know that she is an ancient queen with Fae energy. That's the best I can give you right now. She's not an energy I'm familiar with, but she seems pretty cool and very determined.
beautiful. Okay, so I reckon like we'll go. I'm just gonna quickly just check if everything's okay. I know the team is outside, so we've got Emma and we have got Rach outside today. And they are, yeah, so they're saying we're all live and we're all good. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want to do while we're live, like just pop it in there. Rach and Ems are looking after it for us tonight, so that's all good. Rach will hopefully be back with us next month to come and do her beautiful sound journey as well. Oh, and just if anyone's watching and you fancy going to the Isle of Wight on the weekend, we're going to be there, like me and Karen and Rachel, like in human flesh form, sitting in a room together.
You'll be able to see our legs and everything.
Yeah, so they like I actually do have legs, it's not just this. So yeah, so we're going to be there, so just in case I forget and I'm so spaced out afterwards. So it's running on Saturday and Sunday, and Rachel's also doing a sound journey on Sunday. So if you just like all of a sudden decide you want to come and join us, please get your ass over there and come and sit in a tent with us Saturday at 4 o'clock UK time. And we're going to be in the Unbound tent. So we're going to be with all the authors from the Unbound Press who we've both got books with. So we will be there and supporting Project Earthwork right there. So that's cool. Okay, fabulous. Cool. So I reckon we'll just get going, Bo. Okay.
Let's go. All right, let's do this. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, let's get comfy and let's do this. As always, we will just get started. Oh, I suddenly went very big. As always, we'll just get started with a quick meditation. So if you would like to close your eyes, I think that's probably advisable for this part, and then you are free to open them. I'll tell you when. But if you just want to close your eyes, then just start by getting yourself nice and comfy and taking a few big deep breaths. So as you're breathing in, just let yourself settle into this moment, settle into this time, into this space. As Yolandi spoke about before, in the way that pendulum seems to be swinging, let's just let ourselves settle into that middle point for just a moment. Take ourselves out of the swing and come into that place of stillness. As you're breathing out each time, just let yourself release anything and everything that doesn't need to come into this space with us. Hand it over to the earth, hand it over to the cosmos, and know that they can hold it. And just let yourself come into this moment and into this time. And as you breathe in again, just allow any of the space that's been freed up there to be filled with the sense of peace, with a sense of the light of that beautiful sun, a sense of the stillness that can be found in the places in between. And as you breathe out, just allow yourself to just let go of any idea of how this should go. None of us really know. We just allow the journey to take us forward, to take us to exactly where we need to be. So as you keep breathing at the rhythm, the depth and the pace that feel right for you, I'm going to start by calling in that circle around us as always. So know that this is a circle called in across time and space. So wherever you are as you watch this, whenever you are as you watch this, we are all of us coming together in one great big project Earthwork community. It is here to support this planet, to support this cosmos. So I look first to the east, and I call out to the east and to air, to inspiration, to wisdom and to intuition. I call out to the birds, I call out to the clouds. I call to those gentle breezes and those great big gales. And I call to the power of our breath, its ability to anchor us into the moment and into our bodies, and its ability to carry us, to always be the bridge that moves us forward into the next moment, that takes us out of the last one, and that keeps us constantly, precisely where we're supposed to be. To the east and to the air, I invite them to join with us, to work with us and to bless this time, this space and this work that we do together. Welcome. And then I turn to the south. I call out to the south and to fire, to passion, to action, to creativity. I call to illumination. I call to warmth. I call to the dragons and to the volcanoes. I call to those great big bonfires that are our illumination, our warmth, that are the center of our communities and the place we go for protection. To the south and to fire, I invite them to join with us, to work with us and to bless this time, this space and this work that we do together. Welcome. And then looking to the west, I call out to the west and to water. I call to surrender and to flow. I call to the whales and the dolphins that are the keepers of consciousness. I call out to our tears that are the release, that are the expression. I call out to the rains that are nourishment and cleansing. And I call out to the seas that wash away the old and that wash in the new. To the west and the water, I invite them to join with us, to work with us and to bless this time, this space and this work that we do together. Welcome. And then I turn to the north. I call to north and to earth. I call out to the trees and to the plants, to the animals, to the mountains, to the caves and to the rocks. I call out to groundedness, to surety, to nourishment and to abundance. I call out to the steadfastness that is beneath our feet, that is the foundation of everything that we do here upon this planet and in these lives. To the north and to earth, I invite them to join with us, to work with us and to bless this time, this space and this work that we do together. And I draw that circle around us, by east, by south, by west, by north, and back to east. A circle of protection, a circle of clarity, of alchemy, of transformation, and of change. I call in a circle of raised consciousness, the consciousness that will support us to support our beautiful planet and our glorious cosmos. And in so doing, I call to the center, to soul, to space, to spirit, and to ether. I call out to each of our guides and our helpers. I call out to our ancestors of blood, of stars, and of soul. I call out to all of those who step forward to work with us from the highest of intentions. And I call to the soul of every person represented within this space, to every facet of our divine beings throughout all directions of time and space, that we may be as one with our highest power and our deepest wisdom. I call to the wisdom and the power of soul. I call to the love and the protection of spirit. I call to the vastness and the possibility of space. And I call to the great mysteries of ether, and ask that everything that is said and done within this space may be said and done in line with those great mysteries and in line with the highest potential of each and every person reflected here. I ask this in the name of Gaia, Source, and Cosmos. And with that said, the circle is now open. So I invite you, as you sit in this place, as always, to just feel the earth beneath your body. Feel those roots as they grow all the way out of your spine and grow down through the floor beneath you. Feel them growing all the way down through all those layers of earth, of water, the caverns of the inner earth and the fire that surrounds the heart of our planet. Feel them as they grow all the way down to the tree at the very center of the planet and intertwine with the roots of that tree until you two are entirely held and rooted in the center of our planet, in the crystal core of this beautiful space that we call Gaia. And feel yourself, feel the way the weight of your body is anchored not only onto the chair or the bed that you're resting on, not only into the floor of the building that you're in, not even just onto the piece of land that you are in at this time, into this planet, into the whole of this planet. Feel the way you are so wholly and completely held by her. Because we are, in every single moment of every single day and every breath we take, we are held, cradled by Gaia. Just let her take the weight, not only the physical weight, but the emotional weight of right now. Know that she can do that. She is the ultimate space holder. That this is exactly what you're always able to do. Just hand it all over to Gaia. Let her alchemize what needs to be alchemized. Let her recycle what needs to be recycled. And let her just cradle you. Support every facet of your being. And let yourself breathe into that support, feeling that energy just flowing down your roots, into the roots at the heart of Gaia as you breathe. And feeling her energy, that energy of support, that energy that is such a beautiful life force flowing all the way back up. And as we sit here, then allow yourself to feel that Gaia energy as it flows up and out into every cell of your being. Just filling each and every part of you with that sense of being held, of being supported. That sense of just being embraced by this beautiful planet we call home. And as that energy fills every cell of your being, just feel the way that your cells go and relax in the arms of Gaia. Relax, heartbeat to heartbeat, breath to breath with this beautiful planet of ours. And feel also the way that that light begins to emanate from your solar plexus. As you sit here rooted in Gaia, that light begins to beam all the way upwards, right the way up through the upper half of your body, out through the top of your head, and all the way up through the building that you're in, through the sky above you, up through the stars, all the way up and out to the very edge of space, and then moving out further and further, higher and higher. The beam of light that is your light, that is rooted in your solar plexus, moving out to the very edge of space, to the very center of everything that there is, where we find that great, beautiful ball of golden energy that is, it is the sun of everything, the great central sun, some call it, the power source of the entire universe, the entire multiverse. And as your beam of light connects in with this great central sun, feel its light as it nourishes you, as it shines a light on all of the things that you need to know right now, as it sends its warmth, its soothing, beautiful light into you, all the way down through space, through the sky, right the way down into the crown of your head. And as that light enters the crown of your head, just feel the way every part of you begins to illuminate with the remembrance of everything you are and everything you're connected to, with your wisdom, with your power. Feel the cells within you as they start to spark, to ignite with a beautiful energy that is the fullness of your soul, because this is what we connect to in these sessions. It is our glorious earthly beings, just as it is our timeless immortal souls. And so as we sit in this place with that beautiful beam of source energy, of great central sun energy flowing from and through us, flowing back into us, all the way back, like a perfect circuit of power. As we sit in this place rooted into Gaia, with that beautiful supportive Gaia energy flowing all the way back up into us, with us just allowing this planet to hold us. And as we sit here, the container for both of those energies, the conduit for both of those energies, and also those beautiful, incredible, unique beings in ourselves. Give yourself a moment now to just sit in that space of what it is to be you, of the beauty that is wholly held and accepted by this planet, and of the power that is wholly nourished and supported by that great central sun. And know that you are exactly who you are supposed to be, exactly where you are supposed to be. And then feel, as we sit in this place, rooted into Gaia, plugged into source, the way that the entire cosmos surrounds us, supports us, stretching to make anything and everything possible for us. Just take a few more deep breaths as you let that energy flow through, around, into and out of you, as you feel your own place within the beautiful dance of this energy, beautiful dance of this cosmos. And when you're ready, if you'd like to, feel free to open your eyes, but know that you can equally sit here if you want to and continue to have your eyes closed as you allow the message that's about to come through to wash through and over you. But for right now, I'm going to invite whoever is here to speak with us to step in and to talk through me. Thank you. Power. It is an interesting concept, is it not? It is the thing which enables all to go, the great battery which enables movement, change, flow, action. And yet power is not only action. Power is also the ability to pause, the ability to recognize what is within you and how what is within you meets the world around you. Your power in this moment may feel as a furnace that takes over and blazes to the ground everything in its wake. Or it may feel a kernel, a small, tiny piece of something that once was, that has now been broken into the smallest of pieces, of fragments, until it can hardly be felt or witnessed. Know that there is no wrong answer as to how you perceive and you feel your own power. Power has been a concept that has been bastardized for many, many centuries now. Not only here upon this earth, but throughout all of sentient life. The time for that is changing. We move ever closer. We march ever further towards a world in which we recognize the power within ourselves, within one another, within all that is in the world around us. We move ever closer to a universe within which power is respected, is honored, is truly treated as must be, to enable a fine balance of the powers of this universe, of the beauty of this universe. But the time to get there, the journey that we take, it can feel cumbersome. It can feel at times that we are failing. This has always been the way. I speak with you throughout the mists of history. I speak with you from a time when the world itself was new and young. A time when many of you, were you to take a look around this place, would scarcely even recognize this as the planet upon which you find yourselves. Back then, we had an understanding of so many of the great concepts that exist within this universe, personal power and collective power being two of those. And yet, those understandings faded over time. Those understandings changed and were warped and shifted over time. You now see the very epitome of that warping. You see a time when such power has been removed perceptively, when such power has been taken, has been twisted, has been changed, so that when it was handed back to you, it was almost unrecognizable from what once was. For so many, the power that they feel is not true power, is a perception of what the world has told them this should feel like. And so right now, my dear friends, I ask you, I call you to place your hands upon the center of your own power, the center of your human being, and to ask yourself in this moment, what is power to me? And as you ask this question, let us allow the fallacies of power to fade away. Let us allow the old stories, the old tales of what it was to be powerful, of what it should be to be powerful, to be lost and forgotten. They are no longer part of our dialogue here. Instead, allow yourself to feel even just the smallest spark. Allow yourself to feel it as I ask now to speak in the language of the power, in the tongue of my own self and of what once was. Le karono to te kera tayana to e aundi. Yende te uru to kayana ayana te rati aya. Neata kara to te alana te agora tayana te aga. Yandara to yana li karata ta lo tayana ta. Hialeo e abete. Hialepo e tayaratana. Polatana toa karata la toa. Ilarana tala coratonera. Ilea la corana. Hilanea taropo. Era nea tatatara toa. The power that is yours. It is time for this to be unlocked. It is time for this to be unfettered. The individual power of your own self and the collective power of all of humanity. And if those final words cause you to shudder, to dread, to fear, know that this is to be expected. There are many on this earth at this time who have not yet fully comprehended the responsibility that is involved in being a citizen of this earth. And as such, There is very much a concern that to bless them with their full power, to return it unto them as was always their birthright, would leave them into a place where they may well cause problems. They may well stir up a maelstrom of trouble for so many others, for the world itself. But pause now. Look to the world around you. Look to what you see from your fellow humans and ask yourself, has this already not happened? Are there not already those with power who do not know how to wield such power? But ask yourself now, what would it be if they were given the power, if they were given the understanding that was in full alignment with their own souls, in full alignment with their own beings, in full alignment with their hearts and with every facet of what it is to be truly themselves? For let me tell you, if they were to move into that place, if all were to move into that place, the power could not be wielded in a way that was destructive, not needlessly so. The power could not be wielded in a way that did not have the best interests of the collective at heart. For this is where the story of power has been so terribly misunderstood throughout human history. It has led you into a place of believing that power is something only available to the few, to the individual, at the pinnacle of your societies and the pinnacle of your fields. This is not power. This is a fallacy sold to you by those who wished to convince you that you did not have it, by those who knew that their own view of the world would be disjointed, perhaps even destroyed, if you were to step forward knowing about the power that is yours, trusting in the power that is yours, believing the power that is yours. That time, that story, that belief is over now. The time of the true power returning is here. It will take some time, like a child who learns to walk, like one who rides a bicycle and requires the wheels on the outside to keep them sturdy. Do not fear. You may well stumble as you get to grips wholly and completely with the power that is yours, but this is okay. In fact, this is very much a good sign. It is a sign that you are allowing yourselves to be unpicked, that you are allowing the knots that have been tied within and around you to be untangled, that you are allowing all that you are to be freed, that as you move forward, you may do so from a place of liberation, from a place of truth. For some, including so many of you who listen to my words at this time, the journey of that untying and untangling may be a challenge, but will reach you to a place that feels beautifully aligned. For others out there who have fully bought into the fallacy of personal power as dominance, the journey ahead of untangling will be a difficult one. You all have a choice to make, not today, not in this moment, but in every moment that follows this one. Your choice is how you will respond to those upon their own journey. Should you choose to turn your back? Should you choose to let them continue, for they have paved the path upon which they walk themselves? That is to be understood, nonetheless will be thought of you if you choose to cast your attentions elsewhere. But for those hardy souls among you who can look to those who have paved themselves an arduous journey of reclamation and realignment, I give thanks. For you recognize that this journey that we take, this pathway that lies ahead of us, is none the easier for any if others are struggling. That it is a collective pursuit for every soul across the entirety of existence at this time, within this this era, within this moment, a moment that spans both time and space, this moment that is a crucial moment. This is a collective moment in which we all have a part to play. And the more we can support one another to walk this path, to find the way back to alignment, the more we use our own voices, but the more we also use our own hearts, the sooner we will move back into that place of alignment between that great divine energy and alignment between that glorious physical self. A time in which we can truly experience what this experiment of earth, what this experiment of embodied existence of the soul was always meant to be about. For there is power, beautiful, beautiful power upon the earth. There is beautiful power of the earth. I spoke earlier of the power source, of the battery, as you would say in these times. Know that the power source within the center of the earth is heart. Know that the power source within the center of the earth is a source, an energy, which is symbiotic to the entirety of the universe, and yet which has its own glorious heart-centered feeling, flavor, facet. Allow yourself, as you lie with the earth, as you speak with the earth, as you commune with the earth, to come further and further into alignment with such energy. This is the age of the heart, my loves. For the heart is the place with which the safety and the surety of the physical and the immortality and the true expansion of the soulful can come together. It is the joining of the two. It is the place that holds space and has a cavern for each and for all. Allow yourself to be within this age of the heart, this moment of the heart, this space of the heart. And in so doing, allow yourself to connect with the heart of the planet and all of the power that it holds. I move along now. I bid you farewell, and I ask that if at any point in time you feel the need for support, you feel the need to speak with me and to work with me, you call to me, Kaila, you call to me, and know that I am one who works with the alchemy of heart power, that I am one who works to blend both the beautiful, luscious physical and the gorgeous, immortal, soulful together in a place that is true power, true beauty, true feeling in all of its senses. For the times that are ahead of us, not all of their beauty will be soft, gentle, illumined and shining. Some will be dark, ferocious, heavy, and challenging. That is exactly how it is supposed to be. That is exactly how we all are. We carry within us the heavy and the light. We carry within us the bright and the dark. We carry within us the dichotomy of all, which is the truth of everything. There is no ranking system of what is better or worse. There is no judgment of any of that which we carry within us, for we are all. Each and every one of us is all. And when that all comes together in the collective, in the fullness of all that each of us are, my friends, this is when this planet, this is when this reality shifts into an age, into a moment, into a time, and into a being in which all can thrive, all can pulse with power, with beauty, with what it truly means to be alive. I give you thanks, and I pass along now. Goodbye. Yolandi.
Go. Right. So just going to ask you to take a few deep breaths in as we start our journey together. And thank you for that beautiful message. Sayakorosa selatiandra ke masileshe. Dara tokuro sekiara masalashin roso manetero tokundo kurosa ke lasim. Tutora se sotaya hakarataneto lo chondrantake emitrutyatre sakiavrase loso sokoto raiate. Yasorosoko. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as I call upon the beautiful energies tonight to walk with us, to take us on this journey, Dayasekiaten, I invite you to bring along your guides. I invite you to bring along your animals. I invite you to bring along whatever you need to make this journey. And as we see ourselves now standing here on the sand, Yarasese Tahin, and as we watch the light in the sky, Yarate Hotondo, start to illuminate the steps rising out of the ocean in front of us. And as I ask you to follow me now upon these steps that rise above the levels of the sea here in front of me, and as we walk further and further and further and further across the water, on these beautiful steps rising in front of us. And as we keep walking on, I see the beautiful city rise again from the water. I see the huge towers, the 4 huge towers rising up. I see the huge building, the temple that stood in between the 4 towers, with the gleaming of the dome and the big crystal right at the top of this dome. And I see us walking towards this and up onto the steps, going all the way into the center of this temple. And as we walk towards the temple, we feel ourselves moving into the vibration of this pure energy of light. Kutahia Kotrasin. See yourself walking now behind me all the way to the center. Yatrakisulotota hinda hiorotokula hindrakisate. Siamase kotorotota hiande. Finding yourself standing right in the center of this huge building, Duyata. And as you look up through the dome, Duyakirasindahi, you can see the big crystal, Urusotahiake, you can see the towers, Duyata, each to the direction, Doroto, the cardinal directions, Urusahiaken, Isiate, and you standing right here in the middle of this temple. Potorosia se kiandra kia lama he koroseanda. Ishia trevasi kia trenda hiokolosa tre kiande ki sate. And each one of the pillars Zorosahia Kerata Hiande representing one of the star families Zorosondoroku Hiake that are here at present to help us Zorosonda Kerata and to remind us Solosorasia Sekia Trandaki to take Urusia Seta Hiaketa Tanda back the pieces of ourselves tonight. Tiara Sekoroto Hiakendra Kialama Erisia Sotorototonda Kiatrela Hiotrotangia Se providing doya trenda hiaki the energy, the mirrors, rusasia senguru teakelata to give us the clarity that we need at this point in time. Rotoia kendra kia la mahe koroto to open our hearts again, rotokia trenda hia mase korotoia kelata to the expansion dorosia tekiate of the love dorosia tengiatre within us, rototahiange, the love that forms the basis sorosahia keratahia latandrakiate for us to take our power back, yoratakiate, in a way that is beneficial for this planet, dorotahia kerate and the people of this planet, Masiokoratatahingiate. And as we pull in the energy Doroteatekiande from the North Tower, Dorotahia Keratiateanda, from the East Tower, Horotahia Kerata, the South Tower, Hale Matreku Teratenda, and the West Tower, Dorosia Sekia Trinda Lehia Ketahiande, seeing that coming right into the center of your heart right now. Masiokola Takia Trinda Kia Tresula Hia Keratiti and Kisiate, as we allow the Dorusia Tatata, the crystal at the top, Yoratakiandeta, to pull in the energy of source right now, Torutahiange, right through the crown, Iakurasiakekiande, into your heart, Alessia Koratakiande. And as we start the expansion, Doroseakera Tiatatanda of the light, Yambrase Kurutiatakia Trenda, Eliamatre Kosiatekia Traseteata. And as we start spinning the vortex of the energy, Horatahiangera Siasunda Kiata, around your entire body right now, Haletia Tratakia Treta, Usiatrakiandela Shatatanda He, Urototana, Utrotatahina, Utratatahiate, awakening again the great remembering of the love that you carry within you, Urotakia Sitaratatanda Kiate, of the light Yaratakiandeta, the light that you, dear light worker, Horotahinga Hi Sahitahin, carry within you. Aresia Tatahi Lauchatrekiate Tandake. Just allow this to expand. Aresiangora Sekia Trandahi Alataratanda Kiate. Allow yourselves to embrace the light. Urutotahi Angerata. Allow yourselves to embrace the light. Dorosia Tendahiake. Andrelia Mate Utarati Tahinda. Elisio Sotarahi Okurate Kiasetahen. Alia Matrekosa Hiate. And as you start pulling in the pieces of you, Haritia Takutraniate, that you have left behind, Dorosutia Kirateta, the pieces of you that you have given away, Parasio Torotoku Tata, the pieces of you that you have lost, Masio Korosatahiate, the pieces of you that you have allowed others to take, Orototo, and the pieces that you have given, Dorosanda Kiatreto Hiatelata, Hangase Kiate. And as we pull all of this back, Yaratangia Sakurata, we strengthen the heart, Torosata Kinda Kirata, we strengthen the foundation Orotohiake of our power, Toroshiandekea Tatahi, of our belief, Yotratesi Kuratia Tetahiate, and of our remembering, Horoselisia Sendai Okorotoya Kendaki Isiase. You have walked these lifetimes, Orosaya Ketahindalaya Mahakara Setahi. You have walked them, Toroshiase. In your heart, you know, Urotahia Kendrakiate, Utahia Lamahe Korosia Setahiate. We ask that you embrace this again, Motoloshia Sengurotokia Laikiate, because you, dear one, Dorosia Sekulia Tretahiake, you lead the way where you are, Dorosandakiate, you speak the truth, Kurusia Takiatata, you are the love, Yorotokia Tataratiandekiate Siarama Setolo Shotroto Tanda. you Kurosia Sala Taratatata embody all that is Dorosia and Dekia Seta. You embody the truth. Yamate Kurototota, the darkness, the light, the truth, all of it. You embody all of it. Nyamase Kurosia Senda, Elicia Trekusia Sekurata Hinda, Alia Matarakiate. Allow yourself tonight to own this again. Nuruta Himba Sekurata Hiake. This is you. Dorosia Tatanda Kelama Ekorosiate. No more denying this. Yasakiratiala. Eshondro kota hiata tandala hamba sekurosa seta. Elicia trekusata tata hinda male kurototota hi. Asio korata elacha tratanda. And any fears that you carry, harasia patakuratia teta, about how you might have misused this in the past. Yosangiratia kotata. Tuhiata, my love, Turoshia tekia teta. Look at the beautiful lessons, Sorosataia Korataiate. Look at how your heart is softened. Look at how your heart is returned to an equilibrium. Doroshia sekia trandakia teloshia tarata. Alkotekiandeki, aliateta tanda. We let go of that fear tonight. Dorasea kota, the fear of too muchness. Orosangia tatahia lake, the fear of hurting. Doroshia takiata, the fear of being hurt. Taraseo koratahia kenda tahia la tatata. All of the fears, Orosanda kiate, that you keep orosiatata pulling up, orosiata out of the depths of your being, out of the pain that you carry within yourselves. Osanda ekorotiate kia landa kiate. We embrace that tiaratata hiangorata, and we put it in our hearts and we love it again. Gurasia keratianda kia latata hindoshate kiate, because those part of you. Those are the parts that keep you humble. Those are the parts that keep you in integrity. The awareness keeps you humble and in integrity. But when you rise above this, when you allow it to rest, and you stand up again out of this, and you see how you carry this within you, this love, this integrity, within your heart, how you are connected to the higher purpose of your soul, of your being. We ask you to embrace this right now. Entire heart, embracing every aspect of your soul, of the work and the light that you have come here to this planet to do. Embrace that again. Allow that to grow within yourself. And as it grows, you feel your heart expanding. You feel the judgment dissolving within you. You feel the love, the depth of your heart returning. Yatarasatanda korotai patalecho trandakiosate taiondo. And as you see yourself rising up now, harase kurotohu kia matalahi atenda isiase kurototon. I want you to focus on the desire, horototo, the heart's desire, the soul's desire, otohiaketan, the voice that keeps you coming back, horotaiongotarata, to the knowing. Osiata, deep inside of you is that little voice, orasikiateta, the one that keeps reminding you that there, horosiasekiatenda hiokulata, there is the calling, horotaiake, that you are needing to listen to. There is the calling that you are needing to answer at this point in time. And as much as you try and suppress it, hide it away, not connect with it, Otoratia tandake. We are asking you to listen. We are asking you to listen. We are asking you to embrace this. We are asking you to start making a difference where you are. We are asking you to be brave, to be courageous, Oraseake, because you carry within you the heart of light, Urosandakiate, the heart of pure love, the heart of the divine, Yorosongorasiasekiate. Your soul is Uroshiante, so linked to the heart of the divine, Yorotokondarakiate, that it cannot lie. Hoshiataratakiande. The voice that you hear is the voice of truth. Orosiandakialatatahiongorosekiate. And so allow yourself to make that Oroshiandeke your compass right now. And Daleshio Korosa, walk towards that every single day. Poroshiaketatandakula. Walk yourself back into your power every single day. You are supported, you are held, you are guided by your heart. Amikuretia vasakanda la chotrosekia na. Masekorosia senda la hiberisia sokorotoria paseta. Ndase korosia sata helea chetrandeake. Amate korosia seta hiata. Elitia matre kusia trendalia matakia raseto. Aviate kandala amarase kuratia la shataranea kurasatahi. Amalesho korosia se asandalata amatake ariasata. Ania natara a kutolose. Dase ke avia se korotonda ko hiate. And as you stand here now, otorosia se andiataki lamase ko. I want you to see yourself, orosia se kiata, in the fullness of your heart, orosia te, in the fullness of your light, in the fullness of your power, right now as you stand here. Orotai hiongorotahi la shiate tandake, amitia kurasia se kotandakiate. There are those out there who need to hear your voice. There are those out there who need to hear your guidance, who need to feel your love, who needs to see who you are, the real, true essence of you. Allow yourself to walk that into the world without shame, without fear. For you are a creation, a creation dorosakiate of the divine. Moloke ela semuteke, asela shotandake. Daresakia trandala hukia tren, asia patatanda hioko. And as the light yambase koroto from the towers of patakolete tambaya korata move up to the third eye, masio korata kia talahindo korate. We want you to embrace the clarity of the pathway, mate korota hiange tonight. Male korosea seta. Embrace Urosia said the pathway. Otatatanda, it is there for you to walk. Aiokora kiate, we are waiting for you to join Doraseta hiokotandata. Doresiatenda, the ones who walk the pathway of the light back to the heart, back to the love. Osota ekira tunda kutama ekurusia se lichia motroko sekiate. For your pathway is clear, Torosanda kiate. And Dakera siase, there's a knowing in your heart, Tarasekutiata, Utiatrata, follow this, Otakiande. Dose totota take tanata o tahela ema takeresia se sahin, Osekia tre shotaiake. Mitoko tahinda kutoro ta anda seta la he shaterenita tamase kuruto kusite yaterasi atenda Alicia kero se. And atete kiate, as we allow the energy sorosakia trenda from Jotaratatanda, the planet Sorosakia Trata Hinguritia Tatanda, to come back into the crown right now, Atelitia Tratakiate, and activate the remembering of what you Orosakia Keke, the energy, the unique energy, Haratakia Setorotondo Kotatahi Tahiata, that you have chosen as the light worker to bring to this planet. Masiokoro Takila Tiatrande Kiate, allow this to come through, Aresa Kiate, in your words, in your actions, in your energy. Apata etotanda ka sekurutiate, lemba sekura esiasen. Mia tokoro se tatahia ke. You beautiful, beautiful heart. Mate kurata kosanda ke. Asio lashe kurata. Matokundoko lamatiku ta itresia tenda sekuroto. And as we run the energy through your entire body right now, matekulate through your legs, yotaratakiande, and we anchor it back into Mother Gaia. Arata ishotakiande ke, because that power of your heart, orosandakiate, links directly back into her heart. Orotakiate, the heart of Source, the heart of you, the heart of Gaia. Patandosa elochiande amikia terase asitia totarata. So as you feel your energy, orotahiange ratahiange, being fully supported by her. Matokata, knowing that your pathway hosatahiake is so known by her, Matekurateake laishiandeki sahiako ata, and the joy that is rising from the center of the earth, Yataratanda Kiate, giving thanks Sorototahiaki, for the people taking action now, starting to walk their paths, Sorotohiate, recognizing the love in their hearts that is returning Yatakirate at this time, Horotokiatenda Kiate, Amialase Kutiatren, Hiate. You are literally Doroshatatahinga, able to walk this planet into a space Sorotohiake of healing, Orota, of divine connection, Otorata, and of divine love again. Matekolashia seta, Ituruno akama asekuta hiate, haviatenda. Malisho kota ke seaten. Sataratekia tenda ke korasiate. So as we thank the beautiful Oroshiate energies atakinda hiokora tatanda lama ikorotota hiate osete from the four towers apatekuta hiate, as we thank the energy of Source and as we thank the energy of Earth, masiokora tata hiake, and we pull everything back into your body, back into your beautiful, beautiful heart right now. And allow your heart to be supported by your power center. Allow your heart to be supported by this flame. Let them work together in harmony. Let them work together in harmony. Right, so as you pull back all of your energy into your body right now, Tahiake, and we thank all of the beautiful energies here, Haratahi Okotanda, including your higher self, Dosiake, and your human, Atakindaka. And I ask you now to make your way back out of the temple, Mityotarati, Sikiandra Seletiatre Eviatakundake, Hasiteate. And as we step our way back onto the stones, back in the water, Asikula Tendrake, we allow Toya Tetarata, the temple, to sink back under the water. Ate Korate and Dahe Toroto, and the towers to sink back into the water. Akindake. And you walk yourself back now, all the way back to the beach. And as you walk yourself back, I want you to see how all of your energy is back in your body, fully back in your body. See how you are literally walking yourself back into this dimension, back into this moment, back into this energy space, pulling all of it right back into your heart center. And as you step back onto the beach, with your feet in the sand, I want you to turn to the water. As you watch all of the steps disappear back into the water. I want you to see how Mother Gaia is pushing her energy up right from the center and hooking it back into our energy field, how she's literally bringing us right back down into this space. Atenda ukora imate alia asiate. And you feel yourself fully rooted. You feel yourself in your body right now. You can feel your fingers and your toes moving. Start moving your body and just allow yourself to integrate these beautiful energies. Asekundake, mate toroteate, angasiku, hiapeta yende. Right, so as we close the sacred space tonight, Tiambate korose kiate Tayako Alia Matre o Sekiara Esalia Sendoko. We gave thanks to all of the directions, Mesorosi, Alaseko, Avia Trendasi, Amia Trekola, Isia Patreko Sia Sekiate. And we give thanks to all of the beautiful energies, Masiokura, Sekura Siase, Isiate, and give thanks to yourself tonight, Asiokarate, Anaki, Mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And take a moment to come back into the room, back into your body. Just like rock yourself a little bit. Just take a moment, as long as you need, just to come back in. Tuya second, okay. Okay.
As Yolandi says, give yourself as long as you need, because that was big, big. And I don't know about anybody else, but my dog has been pacing around for the whole time Yolandi was speaking. They're just pacing around, making some really strange noises. So I would be very interested to know how everybody else's animals reacted to
Sorry,
to this
Kelly.
evening. Yeah, Kelly is now, she's now left the room, but she's just looking at me as if to say, you're not good. What are you doing next? What's happening? So yeah, I'm intrigued to know how the other animals dealt with that.
Awesome. Okay. So we're back sometime in October. I know this, but I don't know when, but we'll be back.
We'll let you know. Just keep an eye out. Just, what's the word? Like, subscribe, and we'll let you know as soon as we're back.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching this, and yeah, share with your friends, and yeah, just share the love.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being part of this.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.